All right, so ladies and gents, we got Garrett back from the bachelor party finally. So he's been hiding from you guys. I want to apologize for that, but
What's up? What's up? What's up? Good to be back. How's
how
everyone
was it? How was
feeling?
the cruise G body bends?
Man, it was a ton of fun. It was a ton of fun. There was 10 of us there. We're all just
Were there
kicking
any
it.
bolos?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Cool. All right, sweet. So yeah, we're back on. We want to answer some Q&A, 30, 45 minutes tonight. See what's good with everything. Cool. So, right, almost through January. January typically the worst month of the year here for everything, but luckily we are back ready to roll and such. So, any questions you guys got? Definitely let us know. Let us know who's in here in the chat tonight. If you're at square one with this stuff and you just want to like really understand how everything works and such, I'd recommend going on YouTube and searching Flips4miles free course. I have a good like hour and 20-minute long free course that'll get you up to speed on everything you need to know to get started this week. I also posted a video today breaking down all the costs involved with getting started as well and such too. So what's up? Well, what up, Jersey Flips? Are you on live every night? Pretty much every night, honestly.
A lot of them.
Yeah, like the vast majority of the time, like especially this year too. Like we really, we see a lot of opportunity in helping you guys. We want to make sure everyone's, up to speed. And
hold on, before we get into it, let us know in the chat who here has heard about a reverse osmosis water machine.
Yeah,
let us know in the chat.
WRL reverse osmosis water machine.
Oh, Jimmy's definitely the type of dude to be under that. The mind.
Facts. Yep.
Jimmy,
okay, we're 1 for 1 so far. Jules definitely has heard of it too. Jules definitely has.
Jimmy's all about the brainwash. He's on all the trends.
Okay.
I wouldn't even know how to begin to use this thing. Where's it connected to?
Okay. All right, so you guys. Oh, come on, he's lying. No, he's lying.
He spends too much time. Yeah, he definitely knows.
Yeah, Jimmy's on the internet enough that he definitely knows.
You need that spring water, my boy. I'm a fish, so I don't know. All right, what sort of Amazon questions we got, guys? Hit us up.
You need that spring water? Yes, sir. Get the high. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, I don't need to cover the barcode / QR codes on the USPS free boxes. There's like 8 on the small box one. Yeah, no, Andrew, you're good to go, dude. They wouldn't be like they wouldn't put them on there if you had to cover them. You're good to go, man. Yeah, nice and easy.
Jimmy, did you get the work in poker again last night?
I legit don't know what that is. That's cap, boy. That's cap. I'll leave that for a second. All right, I'm gonna get the IG stream going too. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab my phone.
Corey, what's up? Jules, what's up? Yeah, it's a bit of a slow start here. What kind of questions we got? How's everyone feeling?
I didn't have the Discord. I'm gonna get the IG stream going too. Yeah, let's get to it, fellas. All right, cool, sweet. Billy 100. Yes.
You lost another 400?
Yes. Yeah.
Danny's 2 for 2 straight nights.
Yes. Yeah, facts. All right, I'm gonna just get the Instagram stream going here too.
Yeah, we need reinforcements here.
Yeah, so there's the boys have been playing a little bit of online poker, but I definitely am not participating in that.
Oh wow! Oh, underdog Jimmy is in the lead right now. I sold some hats, but they came with stickers that shows the suggested price, which is lower than obviously. Yeah, just remove them, cover them up, whatever you gotta do. If it's a hat, I'm assuming it can come off pretty easily. Yeah. Like that Nike stuff is pretty cool because the price is usually like perforated, so just rip it off and you're good to go.
Yeah, and that's something you're going to have on pretty much all Nike products. You're going to have that suggested retail tax. So you always want to either, just take it off or cover it with a blank F and ski label. Did you go to Kohl's? No, I actually just bought some Kohl's OA products though, like an hour ago though. Where to get Dove Ungated? Dove.com, any big website, Walgreens, CVS, whoever.
Kohl's would probably be a good one too.
Bro said, where can I get a loan without having to show taxes? Dude, for getting access to capital, I've used Amex and then Amazon loans as well. Can y'all go over a good shipping template for optimal FBM? I like the terminology there, family. So honestly, for FBM shipping templates, the easiest thing is just going to be charge free shipping, right? And then do like 20 or 30 bucks for expedited and next day. That's going to be the important thing, is making sure you don't get screwed when a customer purchases inbound shipping. Yeah. So yeah, is it really possible to get ungated in Nike and Adidas? Of course. Just go on YouTube and search Flips4miles Ungating. That'll be
I
easy to
mean,
solve.
there's like if you look on Twitter, there's hundreds, if not thousands, or likely thousands of people that have done the
Yeah.
same sort of thing. So
Yeah. Can you get ungated buying products in person? So the cool thing, or not, I guess not that cool. I guess kind of cool, right? So a lot of small brands, you are going to be able to auto ungated. I would recommend doing ungating online though for big brands. Okay, how is wholesale shipping different than OA? So Gary, you want to break that one down for us?
yeah, so it's typically going to be case packs, right? So typically you're going to buy stuff and it's all going to be in the same box. It usually fits pretty nicely, which is pretty cool, right? You can reuse the box. And whether it's palletized or not, I mean, it's the same thing. You just stick with the product, send them out. Ideally, you have enough to send LTL, which will save you a lot of money on shipping. Um, but I mean, it's the same thing, right? You're typically going to be receive case packed products. Mia, you have to send some labels to me, by the way. I see your name in here.
That's good.
But yeah, I mean, it's the same thing, man.
Yeah, it's just OA occasionally they like split it into a bunch of shipments too. Have an actual invoice from Nike at Amazon says I'm not eligible to sell. Just keep submitting, man. Yeah, like they're gonna decline you several times typically for that stuff, so just keep resubmitting. Should
Pros
you
and cons of an Amazon loan. The big con is obviously it's very risky if you don't know your money or if you don't know your margins, right?
Yeah.
If you don't know your business to the penny, first of all, you shouldn't even be evaluating a loan because there's a lot of things that are going to come up, right? The interest is going to creep up on you. So if you're not confident in your sourcing, if you're not confident in where and how much you're buying and the sort of expected profits that you're going to be realizing, then loans are very risky to begin with. So you really have to know your business by the numbers, by the pennies, and be very, very confident and fluent with your sourcing before you even start to evaluate that sort of thing. Pros is obviously the obvious one, being that you have more spending power, you can make more money.
Cool. Should I buy from Nike again? Yeah, Nike, ASOS, one of those. Yeah. Typical ROI when purchasing from wholesalers, 25, 30% is what you want to set your minimum at. Is wholesale ungating same as OA? Yeah, it literally the exact same. Yeah.
It's honestly probably easier, right? Because you get bigger invoices that show more depth from companies that are pretty established. So
I've been stuck trying to find my first product, glued to your YouTube channel and your podcast channel, going on Keep It Seller Amp, trying to learn and ins and outs, still not finding. So the cool thing is that it's very easy to find products that sell fast. It's a lot harder to find products that sell fast at profitable prices. I posted a good video breaking this down. It's like, I think it's called like the reason you can't find profitable products or something like that. Let me pull that up. Let's see. What's it called? Okay, so it's called, why you can't find winning Amazon online arbitrage products, right? And that's because you're not using discounts, right? You're not using all the free cashback and coupon extensions, right? Rakuten, Capital One Shopping, Be Frugal, Top Cash Back, Coupon Birds, etc. Right? You're not taking advantage of email sign up and account sign up coupons. You're not looking up coupons for that website. Like if you look up Foot Locker coupons on Google, right, you're going to see that it's really easy to get 20% off on Foot Locker. Most websites have something like that. You're not using Card Bear and Top Cash Back, right, to use discounted gift cards to lower your profit margins, right?
just got your labels, man. Thanks for that. Appreciate it.
Right on it. Yeah, you see that customer service live right here. You got to love that. You got to love that. Did your Spark credit negatively affect? Andrew, if you're going to get a Capital One credit card, you want to get the one with the annual fee, the 2% cash back one. Also, Game of Moms too. We just always like recommending, like this was by far the most helpful thing for Garrett and I back in the day, was just making friends with other Amazon sellers and just, talking through different opportunities and such. Like we would just get on Zoom. Honestly, was there like a formal setup to it? That some people ask that stuff. I don't think so. It was kind of just like hanging out. Like even that first couple times where like you were definitely showing that like the tactical arbitrage stuff, right? But other than that, like we had the shared spreadsheet. With that, it didn't even last that long, right? I think we just
honestly, the most formal we got, which again didn't last long, was we assigned brands and searches to everyone.
Yes, exactly.
That was like the most organized, and also honestly, that was probably to our it wasn't as beneficial because sourcing is very organic, right? You
Yeah.
started a product, you find a competitive seller, you find a brand, and you go down sort of like rabbit holes. However, we tried to like put frameworks in place, and we thought it would be productive, and it was almost kind of like counterproductive in a way.
Yeah. And then I think what it eventually became was like Jake would be like, yo, the hats are back on Nike. It was like shit like that, you know? Okay, suppressed buy box. That means Amazon took away the buy box typically because they think that product is too expensive, basically. Even with it reporting high utilization. No, Andrew. So the key is that the big one, the Capital One Spark 2% cashback credit card, doesn't report to your personal. In your opinion, at what number of SKUs do you see a repricer being necessary? Oh, my dog Marsh Lamb in the building. What up, Marsh Lamb? Dude, so this guy's a beast at golf. And I was telling him that he should start a golf private label. So yeah, I'd say like 10 plus, honestly. The cool thing is, Marsh, you're in the roadmap, so you get the discount on BQ, you get the extended free trial. But with how serious you are, Marsh, I mean, I saw you in the stream the other day too. Like, you should honestly go ahead and get it now, just because it's just going to speed up the momentum you already got going.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, it's going to pay for itself, right? Don't think of it as costing you money. Just think of it as added profits to your business, right? If you spend just an hour of your day repricing or an hour of your week repricing, that really essentially puts your time at like $20 an hour, right? 4 hours a month divided by 100 divided by 4, it's $20 an hour. So even if you're spending just 1 hour a week, you're better off using that repricer just because a repricer is $100. It's so cheap.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, like, I just put a BQ affiliate link. I have a tutorial on my channel if anyone's interested in that. But it's pretty, you know, it's like $25 a month, and you can get the bigger one if you want. What's the best price? So we like BQ for beginners. It's the most affordable. It's the easiest one to understand. If you get ungated to say Lego, does this ungate you for all brands on toys or just Lego toys? So Andrew, toy brands specifically, a lot of them are gated and require invoices. A lot of beauty brands, for example, don't require invoices, but you do have to do the beauty category. And even a lot of you guys that are beginners might even be ungated for the beauty category too, honestly, like right from the get-go.
Yeah.
Cool, sweet. So we appreciate all the questions, guys. Keep them coming. We are happy to help. Why should you avoid? Oh, this is a good one. Yeah, you got that, G-Buddy.
I mean, because you only get one account, right? You have to value the account health, but at all costs, right? If you think about it in perspective of a profit or a product that's questionable, right? Profits you $1,000. Well, the health, the longevity, the lifespan of your Amazon business is going to outpace that $1,000 far greater, like millions, thousands past. And one account, you don't necessarily know what Amazon's looking at. One IP complaint could be, especially if you're newer, could put you under. So you want to avoid them at all costs. Can you apply to become a seller without a debit card, or does it have to be a credit card? I think it could be.
You got to go through the process.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lego Star Wars. Do you recommend products that can expire, like food and candy drinks? Rodrigo, so the great thing about products like that is that people don't really return them, so it's really cash flow efficient. So I think that's a great idea. You just got to be smart with the expiration dates. Obviously, some brands don't provide an invoice. Doesn't matter. You just use the emails right there. Yep. Yeah. So guys, Ungating, every big website works. You're just gonna use the email receipts, just like everyone else. Can be nice and easy. And still, just keep submitting now. What should I do in a situation where the customer wants a refund, but I never got the product returned to me? Don't do anything. You're protected. Don't do anything.
That's a good thing about buying, shipping through Amazon is Amazon insures all that stuff.
Yep. Dude said vocabulary spot on. I got you. Why is there a closing fee in my calculator? I pay for the Amazon seller account, so there's no closing fee per sale. So BC deals, you might not have switched that over. But I can see you're a shoe guy, so you're going to be in a great situation getting going with Amazon. From your experience, what should be looking for into Easter consumption? So honestly, I wouldn't really worry about seasonal stuff. Like there is going to be money in like a candy. And if you search like Easter and such with Keep a Product Finder, just on Amazon and find stuff with a couple sellers. But I honestly wouldn't worry about that. Any tips for RA at Ollie's? Get to know the manager, see if they can give you any sort of coupon code, see if they have any sort of rewards program, and exist on the internet and talk about how you're sourcing at Ollie's, and you're going to find other people that source at Ollie's and you can mastermind with them.
Yeah, I mean, the problem, going back to what Miles was talking about, the problem with seasonal stuff, especially as a new seller, is you kind of establish like a drop dead date when you don't need to. Most of the products you're going to find and come across are just long-term, stable, replenishable products, right? Which is what we want. But the problem with seasonality is like it has an endpoint, which is good because it adds potential, it adds earning power because people get desperate and things like that. But especially as a newer seller with not as much confidence reading these sorts of little nuanced things, it just adds more complexity that you're probably not ready for quite yet.
Jimmy, I said
Selling
that.
with low returns, beauty and grocery are probably the two.
Yeah, but like, don't if you have under like 10K a month in profit, you shouldn't be worried about that at all. Like, you should be printing cash on shoes and stuff.
Yeah, what do we say? You brute force to 10K profit a month and then optimize.
Figure it out. Then you optimize, right? Then you optimize. I've tried 5 different invoices and they won't let me. So using 5 different invoices is a complete waste of time. Keep submitting the one that you like the best.
Change the name, make sure it's a PDF, make sure all the information matches your account. But yeah, just keep changing the name, you'll get it.
Yeah, life is way too short to be like worrying about getting different invoices and stuff. What if the alerts say GB or UF? Should we avoid that product? Typically, yeah. So generic stands for generic brand, which basically means that like the listing wasn't created by the brand owner. So like there's some legal issues potentially. Probably not for you as a random seller, but Amazon doesn't want you selling that stuff, right? And then unknown fees is basically like there isn't enough data on that product on Amazon for SellerAmp to estimate the fees, which typically means it's like a brand new variation. Like there haven't been other sales on it. I gave up because I couldn't get ungated for Nike. All right, well, everyone else can, so I think you should get to work on it. We got Jim Body Benz in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up, Jimmy?
Yes, sir. What up? What up?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, fam. How are you?
You need to find a barber.
No, my boy looks good. What are you talking about? Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, give a WRL in the chat for Jimmy's haircut. Give a WRL in the chat for Jimmy's haircut. Come on. I need to see some W's coming in. To remove the closing fee, no.
What about a product where the brand is the only seller on most of their listings, and this specific product the brand is not on? I mean, it's risky for sure. I'd probably stay away because they definitely have insight on the Amazon side of things. If they're on most of their products, they may be out of stock. They may be, something or other. But I would probably avoid it because that's an easy asking for an IP complaint.
Yes, sir. They're showing love in the chat. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, Steven, Christian. Okay. Rookie question. If a product is getting sold by 10 different sellers, how does each merchant get a piece of the pie? So the cool thing is typically on any given listing, only like half the people are going to be priced competitively, right? And then as long as you see on the Keepa chart that the price isn't going down, the buy box is nicely rotating, right? So all the different sellers are getting sales, right? So like basically is that Amazon shows the buy box differently to buyers on different parts of the country. Right. So like Jimmy's in Oregon, for example, I'm in Florida. If we look at the same item, we're typically going to see a different seller in the buy box because one seller's inventory is going to be closer to me. Therefore, it's going to have a better delivery rate and vice versa.
Yeah. Don't look at the offer count. Always look at the competitive sellers and like look at historically where the buy box has been. Call it the past 30, 60, 90 days, something like that. Take like the macro, like the threshold, and then just add like 10% up or down. And that's really going to be sort of like your competitive threshold. But most importantly, you want to be pricing where the pricing has been or where it's going.
Okay. For the first time ever, Jules is accurate in him saying long time no see. So Jimmy, can you give us the breakdown on the poker game the past couple of nights?
I mean, what do you want to know? I'm up. That's all I
really.
I had very reliable intel, aka from the source, that Danny was up 400 as of yesterday afternoon.
Then we played.
No, they played again last night. Yeah,
they played again last night, and I'm at 400 and 400. Billy's at 100. Danny's gone. He's out.
Hold up. Let me just get that on video and send it to Danny real quick.
How are my socks selling at 28 this morning with the $23 buy box? How am I getting sales? God loves you, Colton. Print the wealth. Print the wealth, baby. I want all my dogs buy boxing above the lowest price. In what situation could I create a new listing for a product? I wouldn't really recommend it, Loria, honestly. But Jimmy, I know you're playing around with some of that. So can you talk about some of the instances where it might make sense?
Yeah, so the thing I'm doing right now is where I bundle a product. So that can be either 2 branded products or a branded product and your own product that's branded. And that's where you want to create a new listing and go with that. So.
So does that require brand registry? Like, how does that actually work in logistics?
So it kind of depends. If you're going brand direct and you're partnered with a brand, you typically don't need brand registry. You just list it under their brand. But if you're putting it under your own brand, then yes, you need brand registry. You need a trademark which costs about $350 to file it yourself. And yeah, you list it under your brand, you sell it under your brand with, their branded product, your branded product, and it's kind of how it works.
Nope. So yeah, Christian, even if they don't provide invoices, there is zero difference between an invoice and an email receipt. You just use both. Makes me want to price everything. Is it only negative to this, less buy box time? So Colton, I want you testing that stuff, man, right? Each listing's different. Birthday, discounts when sourcing. Yeah, Nike.com is going to give you one of those too. Jimmy, and then so you're pumping some content now for the boys, right?
Yeah, I'm like, as we were sitting here, I was just recording stuff. So
He's said that for months. He said that actually for years.
Yeah, I did see a video.
I've known Jimmy for approximately 12 months, 16 months, and he's been saying the same thing for approximately 12 months.
Well, dude, a year ago we were chilling in that mansion in PA. That's still the best hide and go seek hiding spot
big
in
time.
the history of the game. That was an all-time hiding spot. Like,
you suggest using IP Alert or just Seller? I would just use the data, right? Obviously, IP Alert is a crowdsourced tool, right? And the problem with IP Alert is that they don't really verify or revalidate their information, right? So a brand could file an IP complaint on one product, not necessarily paying attention to the entire spectrum, and then the entire brand is flagged. Or in the same token, right, a brand could have filed one 6 years ago and never since, and it's still going to show up. So really the thing we're looking for is like those real steep drops in the offer count. We're talking about like over a couple of days it shoots straight down, right? Those steep, vertical lines. That's really what's concerning. And the offer count drop into like that 1, 2, 3 range, somewhere like that. That's really what we should be. And that's going to be very obvious to see. And again, that's really going to be a better telltale sign than IP Alert.
First said, I did see one of Jimmy's videos on Instagram. He's not lying. So Nolan, just included in the cost per unit is going to be easiest. If an item has a UPC, however, an ASIN doesn't exist, you found an item that sells for $12.99. Well, then can you have an ASIN created? I mean, you could. I don't really think you want to be worrying about that, though, honestly. How can I send shoe boxes to FBA with no lid? So you could polybag them. I definitely recommend not doing that at scale. As a beginner, right, you're really not supposed to do that. So I would recommend against it. And so Jimmy actually moved to a sales tax haven, right? That was a while ago. When did you move to Oregon?
It feels like yesterday, but it's been probably 8 months.
8 months?
Yeah, that was June of last year. So
man, I'm on the money.
Yeah.
Perfectly on the money. Yeah.
How accurate is a private label identifier? Not very. It's just a number I've been telling them to get rid of it for months, but it's just saying that any product that has under 3 sellers is flagged as private label. But again, if it's Nike and it's under 3 sellers, obviously it's not private label. It's just a good product. But
yeah, so private label means low competition. The alert is going to show suspected private label. What you need to do is identify whether or not the sellers on that or seller on that is the brand.
Yeah, and so it's obviously going to be named after the brand, or if you look at their storefront and you see every product in their store from the brand, that's going to be another telltale sign, because it's not always as obvious. It could be a situation where the seller is like an authorized seller, right? So it's not actually the brand, but it could be like an exclusive agreement sort of situation. But again, you would notice by, of course, 100% buy box ownership or close to it, and a majority of the listing at 1 or 2 sellers, under 3 usually.
So Brock, man, the link to apply is below. We have a couple different options in terms like just the course and such, but consider applying if you're interested in that. Best advice for beginners. So far and away, the best thing you can do. Oh, this guy's a legend right here. What up, Doug? What up? Yes, sir, baby. That guy's a legend right there. So the best advice for beginners is by far find other Amazon sellers to mastermind with, get on Zoom calls with, and have fun with, right? If you can set this up so it's fun for you, it'll be way easier, right? So that's by far the most important thing. Cousin Jimmy did, Garrett and I did back in the day, right? Like Jimmy, I remember you had just the FBA Jimmy account. You were always swiping up on my story. You were like, hey, do you have any group chats I can join? I remember. And I saw you were doing the work and you were in the roadmap and such. So
that's honestly one of the best questions you can ask.
Yeah.
Because it shows you have existed long enough to know that that's valuable. You have the balls to put yourself out there. And it just shows effort. It shows awareness of like the environment. And it's just like a good move. Of course, I say that now you're going to get 50 messages of the same thing.
Yeah, bro dropped the phone number in the chat. I think, Jacob, were you at the free training last night too? What can I do at scale with no shoe boxlets instead of poly bags? No, you just got to get boxes that have shoes. Yes, sir. Yeah, that is cousin Jimmy right there. His hair is a little different, right?
Wait, was I an example?
Yeah, well, it's the picture of me and you with the Patagonia. Yeah.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Jules, what is that? What is that one video? Your debut, your rookie video? What's that? It's got to be like 12,000 views.
Oh, dude, that one was lit.
How? Let us know, Jules.
That's how you do it. Getting yourself out there instantly off the bat. He's doing it right.
And just showing personality, not being a robot.
Facts.
Yeah.
There's a lot of robot Twitter accounts.
NPCs.
Gotta reach that Patagonia level. Yeah, facts. The Patagonia is well.
And Jules, what's the Discord at?
Yes, sir. Gym Body Benz.
Miguel, yeah, ask shift leader or someone higher, not a regular employee. They won't want to do it.
Makes sense.
But again, most people won't. Most people walk in a store and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm buying for a team. I'm donating. I'm this or that or the other." Right? The person that's walks up to the cashier, proud of what they're doing, be like, "Hey, I'm buying this stuff to resell on Amazon." That's gonna spur a better conversation than, "Oh yeah, I'm." The embarrassed person that's like, "Oh yeah, I'm donating this all." You know what I'm saying?
I've
Cool.
done it a few times.
So when's the next free training? The next free training is February 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern. I believe that's Wednesday. So you can check the link for that in the description or in my bio if you want to get registered for that. Transparency enabled. Yeah, I completely agree. Test product, can't get FBM buy box. Should I just send it in FBA? Yes. And then cousin Jimmy. So how do we identify FBM friendly items?
If the buy box is FBM, a lot of
How do you
FBM
check that?
sellers.
Yeah, how do you check that?
Just see if it's sold and shipped by the seller. If it's FBA, it's shipped by Amazon. If it's FBM, it's shipped by the seller.
So you go in the buy box rotation, you look at the past 30 days, see how much of the sales are getting the FBM versus FBA, and that's going to be like the best indicator. Jimbo's rusty on the streams.
Oh, low key.
Yeah.
No, Matt, you exist. How much FBA sales do you need to make returns not affect profit that much? It's all a percentage basis though, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of just like the products you sell. Like if you're only selling women's shoes forever, right? It's going to be, you're going to have a lot of returns. If you're only selling beauty stuff, you're really not going to have many at all. Just put the truth out there. Yes, sir. Yeah. Joe Mazan, aren't you hosting like a Zoom call this weekend or something? Bro, that family reunion for G-Body Ben's wedding is going to be so lit. Jimmy, do you have a date yet for Jimmy's wedding? Or for Garrett's wedding?
I RSVP today, so I'm coming.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of disrespectful that you asked us to RSVP. I'm not going to lie.
No, it's more for like the dietary stuff.
Obviously. Yeah, she's going to be. Are you bringing a +1 though?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. You have to, bro.
I'll see.
He's getting cold feet on us.
There's a girl in Portland, but
okay. Yeah. Thanks for the info. Life-changing stuff. Let's get after it, Steven. I appreciate it, man. Did you guys see the private chat?
Wait, actually?
Pete Twitter. How to win buy box. I'm price competitively and not winning it. Use a repricer. If you're FBM, switch to 0-day handling time. If you're FBA, wait for inventory to check in and have a good delivery day. Can I go in store? I mean, you can. It's just way easier to just do it online, though. Coffee on Converse with Joe. Okay, Joe, plug your IG, though. Plug your IG. Listings with no buy box on KPF. I found a product with a great rankings, lots of reviews, but there's no buy box. Print the wealth. If the keep it chart looks good, print the wealth. If the keep it chart looks good, it could have no buy box. It could have a buy box. If the keep it chart looks good, print the cash. If you're seeing oscillation, if it's got a good sales rank, if the price isn't shooting down, that's going to be a good product to consider snagging. First thing I do when I sit down to source is text the boys and see what we're buying.
Who's online right now? Zoom? ?
Yeah, Zoom. Asen. Mine. Asen.
What's the first thing you do when you sit down and source? I got buy box, but didn't get sale. Thoughts?
No, you'll get it. You need more buy box.
Rome wasn't built in one day, my friend. Can I go in person to the store and buy 10 units of the same item and ask for an invoice to get ungated? No, probably not. I would just go get online. It's so much easier. if you're with it enough, you can submit the receipt and get ungated. But that requires some videos. That requires some sauce.
Trust me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is it okay if you get on a listing with Amazon if they have low inventory? If they're sharing the buy box. If and only if they're sharing the buy box.
Miles got some of the best Amazon slang. I'll print the wealth. Yeah, there's a lot more where that came from.
Yeah, so yes, maybe someday someone will put together that dictionary.
Item is 8 FBM and 7 FBA, with FBM having my box right now. I assume FBA friendly. Yeah, just go into the rotation, see what sort of the disparity it is. Sometimes the product's going to be like 60-40, 50-50, right? It'll be pretty apparent how many sales, what sort of product, what sort of offer is getting. Sometimes, right, the FBM sellers will be getting sales at 35, but if you look at the lowest FBA sellers that are in the buy box, it could be 39-41. So regardless of like the situation of how many sales you could be getting or losing, you could be just getting and able to charge a premium just by setting it into FBA. So it all depends on the product.
Very great. Yeah, yes, sir. You guys like that sauce? Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Steven. Yeah, get registered for the next free training. It's going to be a vibe. I'll drop the link in the chat. It's also in my bio on socials as well, but it's February 7th. February 7th. Jimmy, are you and Billy related?
Not genetically.
Interesting take.
Not genetically.
We're all brothers in Christ and Sass. Yes, sir.
That's a tweet.
Yeah, Jules, rip that. I would love to rip that. Do you have problems selling lidless Nike shoes? Yeah, don't really sell lidless stuff, unfortunately. Do you use a special bot to look items? Nope. Nope.
I haven't been able to get ungated for a specific product, even though I have submitted an invoice from a supplier. What to do in this case? Keep submitting. Yeah, make sure it's an FBA or PDF. Make sure all the info matches. Change up the title of the file. Just keep going. You'll get it.
Okay, how do you find coupons that aren't on the extensions? That's a good one, right? Looking on Google, talking to customer service, right? Talking to the boys, right? See if there's an email or account sign up coupon and be on the email list of the brand.
Did you say email customer service?
Yeah, just see. Yeah, you might as well. It doesn't cost.
Oh, I was gonna say I didn't know if you already did.
Yeah, for sure.
Is offer count going up gradually a red flag if the price is the same? Not necessarily. Sometimes the velocity is good enough to overpower the offer. And it just, again, depends on the product. Every product is going to be different. There's no kind of one size fits all answer. Typically is the case that if the offer count goes up enough, right, just based on pure supply and demand economics, that the price will go down. But it happens a lot that it doesn't actually. It depends also on the velocity and how much stock some of the sellers have, that sort of thing.
Yep, FBA or FBM. I mean, ideally, long term, it'd be everything FBA, but you're going to do some FBM here and there. Like even cousin Jimmy will print the FBM wealth here and there. Nothing too crazy.
Customer returned an item after I already completed the return request because it had been 40 days and haven't received the return until today. Should I still refund it? I mean, if they gave you back the product, it's in sellable condition. Yeah, probably. They're going to get their money back regardless. Their $40 is way more impactful than yours in the business. So, I mean, they're going to get it back regardless.
Garrett, can you drop the tutorial on how to get a big ass Amex on your wall?
Just Google. Actually, to be honest, I got hit with an Instagram ad and I bought it from the ad. But if you Google enough, you'll find it.
Cool, sweet. So we'll be on for a couple more minutes, a couple more questions. Listed product 2 weeks ago, haven't gotten a single sale. Check if you're getting buy box, Musa. I assume you're doing FBM, so you're probably not going to get the buy box FBM if you're a new seller, not in 0-day handling time and not using repricer. Yeah, did you guys see that? Oh, you guys didn't see that on Twitter? I'll find it.
No, I would looked at his Twitter. I didn't see it.
I went to a store today, bought stuff, and realized that OA appears to be so much more efficient. Yeah, you're completely right, dude. OA is way more efficient, but RA has really good profit margins too, honestly.
Yeah. What repricer do you recommend, Miles? What do you recommend?
A little BQ action.
Are you
Yeah,
on Team
there's
Sellerboard, Jimmy?
Oh, and a good tutorial on my channel as well.
Team what, Garrett?
Really love. Oh,
Are
it's
you
a
on Team
issue then. Okay, that makes sense.
that Seller Snap?
Not at the moment. No, I'm just using Be Cool for now.
Cool. Sweet. All right, we're gonna hop off for tonight. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you want the full walkthrough on getting going with this stuff, just go on YouTube and search Flips4miles free course. I've also been posting some good videos on my channel too the past couple of days. These guys are also on social, so you make sure you want to follow them. You want to follow cousin Jimmy FBA Jimmy, cousin Garrett Goral, all out Amazon right there. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Love you guys.
Wait, stay on.
All right, one sec.